Hello friends, it's Karla back today, and I'm really excited to give you a look at the new Woodland Harvest release. It's a stamp and die release, and you can see that there is a ton of stamps and dies included in this collection. We are going to color some of these stamped images with Nuvo alcohol markers. I've actually put my markers by color family into these 3 containers, but you can get 3 separate containers, different variations of colors. I have colored a few of these images already, and I thought we would color some of them together. I'm using a lot of fall type colors. This release is going to be so lovely to do for your fall cards, Thanksgiving, and I've just pulled out some colors that I feel like will go with that feel. I'm even adding a little bit of the blender pen, which is actually a pen that will remove color. It doesn't really blend. And you can see I added little dots onto the mushroom there, and I've done that on the green tree as well. And it just adds some polka dot texture. So we've got all of the images colored, and I'm coming in with my small tonic scissors for fussy cutting, and I've cut out any of the images that had coordinating dies. There are lots of dies in this set, and I love that they've given you some for your images, and they've given you some other ones that are great, like this basket and the leaves and flowers. And it really is quick to cut out these little images that are left there. I stamped the banner and added in some sentiments stamped with some colored ink, and the Tonic craft pick is really handy, especially for poking any of those little die cut areas. I really love that vase. I think there's so many things you can do with it, and the basket. There's the little mushroom. You can use either with or without that insert. Here we have some Nuvo hybrid inks. You can actually stamp with these and color in with your alcohol markers, or you can use water-based markers as well. We're going to do some ink blending on these die cut images. So I have cut out all the dies that would be standalone type dies, and I've cut those out of the Tonic Craft Perfect white cardstock. It's a really nice thick cardstock, and it's smooth, the smooth white, and we're going to color our die cuts, and this way we can kind of coordinate the color that we're looking for. This is a great way to use your die cuts without using colored cardstock, if you just want to cut everything out of white and then coordinate it yourself, and you get that really pretty sponged look that gives you the shading around the edge as well. And I also have the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. It is a really great wet adhesive. It's got a thin tip. You can get an even thinner tip as well, and I've added the little insert pieces that you can add on to the little pumpkin. I really love this pumpkin. You could even cut those little pieces out of the pumpkin and make a shaker, which would be cute. And then I used my alcohol marker on the top of the stem. So I've got lots of inks in those pretty fall colors that I used for sponging and for coloring, and everything kind of coordinates. And now what I'm doing for the leaf die cuts is I'm going to blend. Here's that smooth card from Craft Perfect from Tonic. I'm going to blend a whole background just using those great fall colors. This does not need to be perfectly blended, and you're going to see once we cut out the leaves how amazing they look. Here's our leaf dies. I am just going to go ahead and die cut them out of the back a few times, as many as I can get onto this panel. We've got some more of the classic card in green. I cut out For You from that green, as well as a glossy black. And I grabbed some stencils from my stash. These are Tonic stencils. I'm not sure for sure if they're still available in the shop, but I know if you can get your hands on any Tonic stencils, they are beautiful. I just use whichever colors I felt like using. I'm just creating a little bit of a soft background with that stenciling in it, and you can see it just looks really nice. And then I can go through and pick out whichever die cuts or stamped images I want, start layering them on, and then after I get them positioned, I can glue them down and have my cards completed. I have the Craft Perfect foam squares, which work really nicely. Here's that first beautiful card. And then we'll move on and do the same thing again. If you have the steps down that you want to complete your cards, like doing your stenciling and then adding your images, it really goes pretty quick. And I was able to put all these cards together just by having everything all ready and set out. Sometimes I find that gluing the bottom and then putting some foam dots on the top part gives it dimension while keeping the bottom like the stem of that flower down. There are lots of sentiments on this set. I used some of the ink to color in that banner. And that cute little squirrel, I thought he looked so great with that acorn. I did bring in a little bit of blue just for my sky here. And again, we're creating a little bit of a scene. You've got a banner stamp on your stamp set, and then you've got those cute little banners. So I did almost like a little rainbow banner, and these two little forest animals are having a little Thanksgiving picnic. And I'm adding some little pilgrim hats on top and put some leaves in the background. I love how this turned out. Added the classic card in black as a mat to all these cards, and let's have a look and go through the rest of these cards that we put together. I'm adding in some of Crystal Glaze. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's a clear glaze, and then I've got the white Blizzard glitter drops, and that adds just a shimmery, iridescent almost glitter. So adding those to a couple areas, as well as the shine from that crystal glaze, just brings your cards up a notch. Here's the For You card with the pretty pumpkin, and then we've got that flower basket there. I really love that. I have some dream drops. These are iridescent as well, and they have a really pretty shine to them when they dry. And you can just add them. The drops are self-leveling, so it will make a really nice little drop on your background. Here, this little hedgehog with the apple tree I thought was adorable, and the little wheelbarrow full of apples and the pumpkin. This is a beautiful fall card. And then we have that cute little owl with the sunflowers in the background. And I love adding that crystal glaze onto any little critter eyes. Thanks so much for hanging out today, and be sure to check out some of these fun products from Tonic. Have a great day.